September 9, 9:52 AM. District Court, Defendant Robbie number 1. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Ah, Phoenix, look! Prosecutor, Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony. If I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What? Does White have the judge in his pocket too? So you're saying I'm going to be guilty? End of story. I'll do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who's guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth. You've changed. Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix, right? Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait! Your defence attorney isn't even here yet. They're not. I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. September 9, 10 AM, District Court, Courtroom number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honour. The defence is ready, Your Honour. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honour. I'll be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows, right? Why? If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fay? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanour. Great, he gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name. These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the President of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fay? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there. Why tell you what I already know? Very well, Mr. White, you may begin your testimony. I can't read this guy's testimony, apart I'm done for. Why do I feel it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Ho ho ho. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Warrior. Let him have it, Phoenix. Let's see, it was about 9, I believe. I was quietly producifying, that's reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedroom coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him. A spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Warrior. I called Miss May over at once. She too was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction, and then it was all over. If things occurred as you testified, no, I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. I mean, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honour. Let's press on this. How do you know what time it was? Because I am always absolutely positively perfect, you know. No, you're not getting away with that. You are so mistrusting, Mr. Warrior. So what was the proper term for secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered room service for 9. It happened soon after room service arrived. That's what Miss May said too. Press further. True, the bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May. But he testified that he did not see you at the time. This is your concern? Yep, he's working at something. Silly Warrior, Miss May received the coffee outside the room. Of course he couldn't not see me. He would need X-ray vision for something like that. Tell us, what were you doing at that time? I was quietly crucifying, that's reading to you, some papers by the window. By window, you mean the one directly across from Fayenko War Officers? Correct. That is the only window, you see. And there you are, reading papers? Correct. The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel, and I'm a busy man who had business to do. This man sounds like Donald Trump. Then I heard a bedroom coming from outside. A bedroom? It must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see. Continue? Surprised. So you were reading your papers until you heard that sound. But of course, I am no snoop, peeping out of the windows at night. No snoop? Yeah, right. You've made a career out of snooping. Spiky haired? What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Warrior. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes, 40. 40? Don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is the judgment anyway? And what did you do then? I called Miss May over at once. She too was surprised, of course. What was Miss May doing at that time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she had been tapping the Fay office phone? Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I will answer the Warrior's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Fay woman. You make a good politician, Mr. White. Oh ho, I know. After all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende, I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. There it is. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always absolutely positively perfect. Perhaps you should change your testimony to reflect this new detail? Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left. That directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh ho ho, it is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here. And the victim here. The victim ran to the left, as you claim she did. She would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing. Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honour? Miss May says white, and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. Ha, I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain the conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the war offices of Fay & Co, of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. This is where he was. Look. When the victim ran to the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Order! I will have order! Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion! The postulations of the defence are a distortion of the truth, Your Honour. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Ho ho ho. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Warrior. What now? He's laughing. The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. For this I have been unclear, and for this I apologise. Mr. Your Honour, might I be able to testify once more? Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck, you can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. She ran to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. And then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see, You hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Warrior? That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining this witness testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honour. Right, this can be picked apart easily. I didn't hit anyone. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no point hiding things from this court. I'm not hiding anything. The prosecution regrets that the defence refrained from interrupting the testimony. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Why is he mad at me? Actually, I don't think this will work because... What do I have? Oh, she may have waited for a few minutes after being hit. What do you mean, next? Next is what comes after first. I know that. And that is all you need to know, Mr. Warrior. As I said, she turned and made a desperate dash to the right. Let's press on this. Stop saying it was me. But it was you. Mr. Wright, if you claim that it was not you, then show us proof. Can I do nothing, right? Nothing? May I continue? We're going to save. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court that you were absolutely positively perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honour, if you could ask the witness for new testimony? The witness is obviously confused, Your Honour. I'd like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request there be no break, Your Honour. Yeah, we want justice. Don't get away. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. The crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, right? Mr. White? Okay. Well, see, I looked out the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia one to the left. The killer, you see, attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran to the door. And then he did her in with a single blow. Flap. Flap, indeed. Very well, you may bring cross-examination. Mr. Your Honour? My stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Ooh! Phoenix is savage. His tummy is grumbling. Yes, Gabe? Your Honour, that statement... Oh wait, oh no. What? Oof. I jumped the gun on that. Right, let's press all of these and... Wow, Gabe. Wow. You heard that thing fall. What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that. The glass white stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Very odd. Yeah, that is odd. Mr. Wright? What? You're saying you saw the glass white stand? Yes? Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. The white stand was lying on the floor when I looked. The glass stand was lying on the floor. That's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about the stand before? Why? Me? Well, I was instructed not to... Wait. One moment. Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I am so confused. White's falling apart. Your Honour, please, I ask that you do not allow the witness to be badgered any further. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. Yes, Your Honour. Edgeworth is on the ropes. Very well, the witness may continue his account. Then the next moment I saw Miss Mia onto the left. Miss Mia? Mr. White, did you know the victim personally? No, triple no. How would I? How could I? I see nothing odd about the witness knowing the name of the victim. Mr. Wright, I will not have you harrying the witness. You're looking a little flustered, Edgeworth. Now, before you said that she was hit before she ran. Yes, I must have been confused. Don't worry, we all know what happened now. Turned around to the door. What did you do then? I gave chase, of course. No, not me, the killer, I mean. He gave chase. Mr. White, please try to remain calm. Mr. White here is only trying to fluster you with baseless accusations. Oh right, thank you, Miles. And you did everything with a single blow, Flap. Flap? That doesn't sound like the savage attack from your earlier testimony. Oh ho ho, yes, well, I am a man of peace, you see. Phoenix, he's getting a lot less talkative. He's probably afraid I'll catch him on something. It won't be easy. Right. It's shattered. Mr. White? It was impossible for you to have seen the white stand. What? The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Oof! Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was a white stand. So tell me, exactly when was it that you saw the stand? Answer the question. Isn't it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over. So, you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then? Correct. That'll be no problemo, right? Big problemo. There's a big problemo, a problem here. What problem is this? Mr. White? Let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass white standing through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred? Correct, that is so. It's conclusive. Definite. Undeniable. I'm unimpeachable. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand. What? Why couldn't he? You have proof? I sure do, Your Honour. A person in the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over. Present the floor plan. Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honour. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you'd be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White? What do you have to say to that? Dick, Rusty. Mr. White? If you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognised the broken shards as a glass white stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey War offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Mr. White? Mr. White? You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honour? Miss Mia. Yeah, looks like we're about to get our verdict. That's far enough, Phoenix, right? What? I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White? I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really didn't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the war offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do? Your Honour, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct. You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Faneco war officers. That is when I saw that accursed white stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honour. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. White would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is the fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass white stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed to the baseless conjecture that it is. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. I feel faint. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Faneco war offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That's when I saw this glass white stand. So you saw the stand before the night of the incident, and this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over, by the sound? Correct. That is right. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Right. Was it really you who went into the office? Or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in Faye & Co. War officers. Those were obviously Mr. White's. If I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Faye & Co. War officers. Why did you tap Mia's phone? This is no bearing on the current case, Your Honour. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a white stand? The white stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a mutation's fake deserves attention, does it not? Damn it, there's nothing for you to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough so I can buff something out of him. Right. Let's try presenting. Don't hurry over now, I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. Time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honourably. No more? I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright? You giving up? Yes, Your Honour. Phoenix? Phoenix, over here. I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia? Where am I? Waiting lobby? What happened? Oh right, I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake. Oh! Hey, Phoenix! Huh? That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. You're Maya? Didn't you know the Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that it was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So Maya is channeling you, Mia? That's right, I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up, you can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Oh yeah. One you wrote Maya on. Phoenix, White wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item, Glass white stand. Date of purchase, September 4. September 4th. That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Ooh, whoa. Now what did Mr. White say in his testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand that week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent, you just have to prove it. Right, right. We'll see you updated in the court record. September 9, 1:16 PM, District Court, Courtroom Number 1. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant, rather, are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yes. Sorry, Your Honour. I'm fine now. Then let's start where we left off. Your Honour, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Your Honour, please give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? Braha, you're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honour? Would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Wow. A glass white stand. And the date of purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder. You see? Mr. White? When you allegedly entered Fainco War offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White? Can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Wow, Your Honour. I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then that is all for the trial of.
Objection!
What's he going to pull out now? Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. Eh? What? No way can he worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I've got its Edgeworth. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Object. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with it, or just make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all. Mr. Your Honour, may I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. Witness will stay. Mia? Phoenix, read this note out loud. Mia? What's this? Your Honour, if I may? You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My wife is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sound strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! Please stop! Make him stop! How? How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt, right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honour. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honour? You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defence. Yes, Your Honour. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was. Wow. This court finds the defence... rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned. September 9, 2:24 PM. District Court, defendant will be number 1. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again. But congratulations, you're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I have both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You must have wanted to help me and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live? My time here's running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No, there's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief? Hehe? I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix, can you come to the office tonight? Say 9. The office? I'll see you later. Chief, Mia. September 9th, 9:02 PM. Fae & Co. War Officers. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came. Mia. I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then. I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? Bwahaha, you should see your face. Mia? What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What? Did I look like my sister? Look like you were her. I might be able to use that. Oh Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? And Maya? Why are you here? Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of... Huh? She means the office. This office. Someone has up with the new Wright & Co. War Officers, right? And who better than me? Maya Faye reporting for duty. Wait, no. On second thought, let's make this casual. Yo Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Wally calls you. Nick, you know what this means? We're partners. Aww, this is so problem. You know, when I think about it, it's Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. War Officers. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Aww. Time to cry. Right. Okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy. Burgers! There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come, time's a-wasting. Okay, way up.